Hey, I'm Phil and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. Let's get started, shall we? Oh, wait a second, we can't do that quite yet because, lo and behold, a bug infestation is currently a thing in our colony. Oh why, Cassandra, you know my love of bugs. Well, this is a bit of a nasty predicament, but of course we can deal with it. We've dealt with them before. But there are a few more bugs, and this is a very tight area to deal with. So how are we going to deal with it this time? Well, Falcon, you are training Horace. Well, you won't be able to do that any longer. We're going to recruit you and put you outside. And it is odd that you're missing a weapon. Assuming you probably broke down at some point and decided, hey, I don't need my weapon anymore. Just going to drop it. So in terms of what we can give you, I believe it's probably a machine gun. Was the main thing, the main weapon you're using previously. If I can spot it, that will be another thing entirely. Actually, I could be wrong there, or it could still be sitting around on the map, and I've yet to flag it, or someone's yet to haul it in. Either way, it looks like we're going to be in for using a different object. That's unfortunate. So we're going to give them, Falcon a survival rifle at first. That's step one. Bat, you have a sword, so we'll place you just along the edge here. Actually, nope, we want to position our shooters there. I'll place you along the higher edge. Fu, you got a pistol. It hasn't turned out well in the past using pistols in Fu, so that's going to be a nope. Also, I just realised as well, you know, so much for keeping this room cool, when we actually need to drop it to a negative temperature. Because I wanted to try and stop the meat from rotting. I did that last episode and I completely forgot about changing the temperatures. That was careless. But at least I spotted it now and not later. Okay, now we could use Bauer. Bauer has a machine gun and I'm not too keen on it this time around. Yeah, the bullet, because these animals unfortunately can soak up well, they're not animals. These bugs can actually soak up a lot of bullets, a few more than I care for. Maybe we can get Taya out as well. I'm really happy that I made this door. It makes our life a lot easier. And let's see. You aren't, yeah, you're still taking the long way around, or so-called long way. Okay, that's good to see. Now, what's happening over here? This Mega Spider's just wandering, not deciding to attack Falcon, so we're safe for the time being. Who next? Orange. You've got another melee weapon, so of course we're going to grab you and place you in line, or in mirror line with Bat. On to Toxo. Toxo of course can't fight, so I'll ignore you for the time being. So who is the next person we can grab? I want to try and select my people carefully. And I think we're going to go not with another melee, oh actually, why not grabbing another melee? Yes, that's a good idea. Because these bugs will charge us and we can just probably hammer them down with, or stab them with all the bullets and weapons that we have around us. And even Steven's missing a weapon. I was wondering if we could do something about this. Let's see. You have more passion for melee than you do for shooting. So maybe a melee weapon this time around. Because I think last time you had a ranged weapon of sorts. Either way, I think we'll just give them a melee weapon. I think, let's see, we've got a Steel Gladius. I can't say no to that. And that should do a fairly large amount of damage. Now, I could try and optimize it by looking at what their strengths and what their weaknesses are. I'm not going to do that. I think this should be sufficient. Okay, and yep, Orange, you've got that weapon. Yes, Tay is still coming around. Who else has another ranged weapon? Because that's something we do need. We know Fu does. What about Crocodile? Crocodile has nothing. And you would also be a melee person. Ooh. Well, at least we've got a good choice of melee weapons to choose from. But I suspect, hell, why not? We'll go with a club. We haven't used any of those quite yet. So this should be interesting. Okay, so that's you, Crocodile, being set up. And who next? Oh, just wondering, should I have recruited you before telling you to get the weapon? Probably. Okay, let's just see how things go and see if it's all manageable. Because that's a big thing right now. Oh, maybe not. It's going to melee attack Horace. And we're still not over there in time. This could potentially be death for Horace. Which I'm none too pleased about. So, Taya, let's actually place you just around the corner here. and then we'll place somewhere else around this corner, and that should work. Hell, I might as well grab Foo. This doesn't look very good as is. Okay, nope. Yeah, I'm not running in right now. We are not in a good position, and I believe Taya will actually start fighting. So we'll pull Taya back by 1, which should keep us going. Trader, you're nearly here. Orange, nearly there. Fine. I hate seeing Horace taking a few hits, but there's not much we can do. Now, Foo, you're getting over there. Falcon, excellent. You've got a weapon. Let's get you over here and start to and ready to fire. Crocodile, you've nearly grabbed your club, and Bower. Yeah, you're going to shoot people in the back if we do it that way. And pulling you down here could be potentially dangerous in its own right. And yeah, I don't want to, I'm not using Val, of course. Val is the oldest in the colony, and I do want to keep them going for a little while longer, if I can. Now, since that's really all I can do, which kind of sucks, let's continue playing on and seeing what happens. Orange, you're walking over there. Trader, you're walking over there. Excellent. Foo, you're slowly making your way here. Horace has certainly taken a few injuries. I will check. Body is still fine. You're missing your tail. Yeah, it'd be a bit like a what are the dogs called? I can think of the dog in my head. Rottweiler. Rottweiler? Because they used to dock the tails, and it's not a practice that many people do anymore because it's illegal, and that's a good thing. But yeah. Okay, so I'll keep an eye on things. Oh, we can't really keep an eye on things. It's not like I can really alter what's happening down here, because people cannot run into this tight corridor, which is an issue. So yeah. Oh, Freckles is actually joining in. So as long as Tia doesn't shoot Freckles or Horace in the back, I think we'll be fine. God damn it, Foo. I'm very sure I saw that firsthand. Foo, you just shot someone in, or you shot one of the dogs in the back. Let's see. Gunshot, pistol. Damn it, Foo. Why did you have to do that? Okay. Let's pull you back just for the time being, because I really don't want you shooting people in the back. That really just doesn't work out well. Hell, so Sparkles is coming down here. It seems like you have got a ranged weapon, so maybe we can put you just in the midline. And Steven also does have a melee weapon, so yeah. I guess we'll, like I said before, put you in line. And hell, why not? We know Val has an excellent shot, despite being a little bit weakened. Start hearing moving, talking, manipulation. Believe it falls under manipulation accuracy. Oh, so that's actually dropped his skill level then, because it's at 14 skill, and obviously 20 at research, because he's our primary researcher. And even with a charge rifle, yeah, we're going to pull Val over, despite what I said before. Okay, so give this a shot and see what happens. Oh, and Horace has been shot to death. Thank you, Falcon. What are we going to do? Horace, missing body parts. Yes, we know about that. So let's see. Gunshot, survival rifle. So, oh, Horace actually took a direct hit to the heart. You know, it kind of makes me regret giving Falcon that weapon. But we're just going to have to live with it. There isn't much more we can do. Keep him firing, and Freckles, don't die on me. Or do that, because that would suck. Because we've still got a few creatures to deal with. But it seems like it is now time to run our ranged people back, and for our melee people to start taking charge. And Val, I'll get you over around here. Let's do the trick and start fighting. This doesn't look great, so we're going to do what we can. And Toxo, Bauer is coming over here. Yeah, Bauer, you're going to be really great if we make sure you stand just over here. Oh, that's one bug down. Come on, Bat, and Steven on to the next Mega Spider. And it's at times like this I kind of wish that I could zoom in just a little bit closer. Right near. Oh, and that's that done. Well, melee weapons work wonderfully on these Mega Spiders and bugs, of course. I wonder. Gunshot, cuts, yeah. So a Gladius does 12 damage versus gunshots which are doing... Well, gunshots do similar amount of damage anyhow. What about the longsword? Longsword does 16, but I'm assuming the cooldown time plays into effect there. Okay, let's see how this goes. Continue attacking. Awesome, that's what I want to see. Bat and Steven bashing these bugs down. We are an anti-bug colony. And then there goes the minigun. Thank you, Bauer. You can stop now. So I said stop. Thank you. Okay, so obviously you guys have probably taken a few cuts. Yes, but you should be fine, and I'm assuming everyone else is also fine. I hope. Not really. You're all bleeding out. How are we going to deal with this? Okay, there are no other bugs down there, so all our melee people will unrecruit. They'll walk off to their medical bed, or the only medical bed in the colony so far. Which should also mean I should unrecruit a doctor. Let's see. Torito is actually in the listing there. Who else is a doctor? Fu is a doctor. Bat is also a doctor. I think pretty much most of our melee people were doctors. And there's also Crocodile, who is a doctor. Okay, cool. So once you've done that little bit of hauling, you'll be able to doctor some people and help out. Good. That's what I want to see. Now, on to you guys. I think I'm just going to grab Val and Taya, just for the time being, and get them down here to do the last bit of firing that's required. And Fu, I'm going to unrecruit you. Same with you, Falcon, Sparkles, and yes, that should be everyone. Cool. So we should be able to deal with these hives once and for all. So, Taya, we'll get you to fire on the far hive, across Bauer's bed, you know. You can steady your pistol or heavy SMG on the bed, and then actually Val will get you up to go nearly point blank on this hive, the top hive. And continue firing. Now, we can actually move this up to 3 speeds, so these hives should be disappearing relatively fast, assuming Taya actually hits the hive. And let's see, Val is even having a few issues. Well, as long as we repair the hives, I don't have too many issues. Awesome, job done. That was probably the fastest we've ever dealt with a hive, which is really, really good. I'm very happy about that. And it also means once we've dealt with the general bad moods, treatment issues, such as, I think, let's actually check. I think people, actually, one person who's left to be treated, and that's Trado. And someone should get around to that ASAP. So, yeah, that went really well. Everyone's treated, we're prepared to, well, continue building, crafting, and living, I guess, in our colony. Oh, that's very good. Very good indeed. And I believe, can we mark this sepulplate to do anything with it? Nope, we can't mark it to be, well, you can't deconstruct or decommission or disassemble. I'm thinking of mechanoids where you can do this. No, I think we can only, well, actually we can't even mark it to be hunted, so I'm assuming it will bleed out eventually. Hopefully it doesn't affect the beauty. Well, a corpse does affect the beauty. There we go, let's hold, and that's the other corpse. So no, we don't even have to worry about those bugs. Really, really awesome. So, the entire fight, we lost 1 bonded animal, which is a shame. It does mean that we're down to officially, let's see, 1 husky, Freckles, who has been treated. Awesome. But it is missing the front paw and the rear right paw. So, I would have nearly made the joke that Freckles is all left, but it doesn't quite work. Hey, you didn't hear that. Okay, let's continue. We had a breakout, and I didn't check the messages very carefully. And we've got 1 person wandering idle. I'm assuming they just haven't found a job to do yet. I really hope so. So Taya, let's take a look at what you're doing and what you can do. Well, we got a little bit on doctoring, ordering. Oh, that doesn't happen anymore. Repairing, all the jobs should be done. Mining, I suspect we can also drop that on to 4. Smithing, tailoring, arting, crafting, and research. You actually can't haul and clean. That does make it a little harder at times. Yeah, I think that's it. Actually, why not even growing? Just to make sure everyone's got some work, because we've got plenty of growing we could do in this colony, and I will never understand these colonists leaving things in doorways. What are we going to do with them? Well, I think the easiest thing to do with this problem for the time being is, of course, to expand the stockpile just into those 2 beds which I've just removed. So that means someone should eventually haul this rice into the stockpile, and then this whole entire area will actually stay a little bit warmer. Yeah. Good thing is this still counts as a freezer, or works as a freezer. And yeah, we've used up all the space. Wow, that went fast. And a lot of meat actually might rot here. No, we can't have that. Not in my colony. Okay, it's going to happen in my colony. Because I just looked at the listings and I'm not seeing any components. Ah, that is somewhat frustrating. Which means we're going to lose the meat. Okay, how are we going to deal with this, and can we deal with it fast? Well, the first thing I think of is just deconstructing a wall. Gives us this space to work with. And we can continue keeping the meat and whatnot. Cool. What else? Maybe expand this zone to the left and to the right. I think, yep, I think that's a good idea. So pull it across. Hell, I think... Hey, we've even got an empty bed here, I didn't notice. We're actually going to move these beds out of this room. I don't think it's a great option, but maybe just for the time being. And then we can at least see who needs a bed and who doesn't need a bed. Because this space is officially being kept frozen. So if we can shift all the food that we're not cooking with quite right now, that should serve us quite well. So there we go, that should do the job, and people should haul the meat. Hopefully. Or maybe first we have to deal with the mad animal. Everyone wants a piece of this colony today. Even a healthy hare. Who's attacking Bauer, and Bauer is... oh, just there. Wow. Get your minigun out and start firing. Well, you did manage to hit the hare a couple of times. Yep, nearly. Okay, I'll let you just continue bashing it out. Oh, don't fire, sorry. Because you won't be able to ever fire. I meant to say melee. You should be able to do the job. Oh, like I said, you did the job. Cool, I'll let you be. You obviously need to be patched up. And we can continue on moving. Goody. Good, good, good. So, we're going to go back and do a bit more of construction work at the top section. Because officially everything that needs to be mined out here has. So we need to obviously replace the top half of this wall because it's missing, and that's not really good to see. Actually, put that across. And yes, so that means we're probably out of sandstone completely, aren't we? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the listing, which isn't good. And if we do have if we have a raid, they have a chance of falling in and taking a bit of a shortcut past all our traps, which I'm not too happy with. Oh, so how are we going to deal with this? Make sure people get more blocks made? I guess that's really all I can do, or use a different type of block. But I am trying to keep it consistent. I've kept it pretty consistent so far, and I'd like to continue that going on. Okay, we'll let it be and just continue on from there. Yep. Okay, well, some of the things we can actually build because we have the material around, example wood, are the doors. So we're actually planning to put 2 doors here and 1 door just there, which awesome, it does line up just how we planned. And then it's just more walls and getting some of the new storage areas set up. Yeah, that's not too hard. And I should be checking at where this berserk is happening. Okay, you're in the main cooking area. Well, that's not a great place to stand. You already have been attacked as well, I wonder. You have 2 cuts with a shiv. Who gave you those? I don't think we can find out either. Well, it's not either of you two, or Trado, or Stephen. Okay, Bauer and Fu, you get to melee Toxo. Now hopefully this doesn't go too badly. I wonder, if we take a look at Toxo, how bad is the health on the torso? The torso is at 33 out of 40, so not likely to die from any gunshot wounds. I mean, not gunshot wounds, fists. And what about the left leg? Left leg is still fine as well, so see how this turns out. Oops, sorry. Oh, you're taking the long way around. Fair enough. And Stephen, if I got you to melee, what would happen? Cut with a gladius. Nope, that was a bad idea. Sorry, Stephen. Run away now, please. And that's 21 out of 40. So no, there is a higher chance of Toxo dying if I don't keep an eye on things. Not how I wanted. Oh, good. Looks like we were fine after all. So Bauer, your turn to rescue Toxo, because Fu's going to be lazy on this time around. Awesome. That's what I want to see. And oops, we need to pick up this personal shield. Can't have it lying around, because they're very useful. They certainly soak up the bullets quite well when the machine gun's firing from behind. Okay, well, given that, well, it's not quite bedtime for these colonists, I'm actually going to jump into the morning, just so people are rested and we can get more building and construction done. Food no longer concerns us in the Sun Village. This room is now completely packed, which is going to make it an absolute pain when another person dies, because we'll have to try and work out where we're going to place these sarcophaguses. Hell, maybe when we build our great temple honouring the sun god question mark, then we could probably drop the bodies in there. Make it like a proper burial thing, slash ceremony, slash church, slash you name it. Yeah, I like that idea. And we can also make golden everything. Oh, maybe not golden everything, because we won't have enough gold. But it's certainly an idea, and I'd certainly love to see where we could take it. Yes. It'd be really cool to see. Okay, well, on to the building again. Now, some of the jobs have been done already. I'm really good to see that these wooden doors have been done. Now it's on to probably designating things, flooring things, and working from there. So, okay, what is this time? Okay, this is what I mean. This is... Oh! This is what I didn't want, and this is what I'm not too happy about. We have a group of mechanoids from a mechanoid hive. They're attacking immediately. That doesn't give us a lot of time to patch up these 3 blocks, which is a shame. So, let's see. A raid, hopefully not too many. That's not too bad. You're attacking wooden doors. Yeah, and a wooden wall. Okay, this one is a concern. These 2 are a separate concern. Concern number 2. We're going to label these by numbers now, just so I can keep track, and for you guys to also keep track if you're watching and following on, unless you're listening, which then is difficult by itself. That's not the point. Concern number 1. They said they're attacking a wooden wall. Closest wooden wall is still along the right edge. Concerning, yes, apart from the fact that this is also the other wooden wall, but I don't suspect they're going to walk the full way around to get to it. Now, concern number 2. Wooden doors. These are the 2 closest wooden doors, which means that these blocks could be a direct path into our base, which I'm none too pleased about. So we're going to get someone over to construct this wall ASAP, and we won't be using sandstone. Since we don't have any around, we're going to do the fastest thing possible, which, by the looks of it, we've got majority of marble. Yes, so marble it is. Grab a wall, make it a marble block. So it's 5 blocks each, so yes, we certainly have enough spare there. And get someone on board to build this ASAP. Now, I'm wondering who's the best person to do it. Actually, whereabouts are the blocks? Okay, the blocks, that's limestone. Is this marble? That's still limestone. How much limestone? That's all limestone. Okay, so here's the marble blocks. Who's the closest to marbles? The marble blocks. That would be Sparkles. Sparkles, what is your walking speed like? Perfectly fine. Can you construct? Oops, that's not it. Yes, you can. Hello, Sparkles. You got a job for us. Work on the marble wall and do it fast. I'm also going to grab Fu and just send them up there, just so they can do a bit of construction once Sparkles hauls the materials in, which, of course, Sparkles can do in 1 load. And the second thing I just realised as well, we need to make sure people stay restricted to within the home zone. Yes, just the home zone for the time being, and then we're restricting to Area 1 afterwards. Now hopefully we've got enough time to do it, because these scythers are getting... well, they're getting a lot closer than these centipedes are. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Okay, you're hauling the material in. Excellent, that's what I want to see. I'll get Fu in to build the last wall. It looks like we are... Hello? Safe, and just in time too. So now it's obviously time to restrict everyone to Area 1 and get them all ordered. So, grabbing everyone, where are you? Toxo? Okay, good. I've actually selected everyone right this time. And we'll position them just along the bottom edge and order everyone. So, Falcon. Okay, you've got a ranged weapon, so we'll place you right side. Sparkles on the left side. No, wait a second. Where's Val? because we always put Val behind a solid cover, just so they stay safe. Val, oh, there you are. I actually missed you. So no, we're going to place you just... I'm going to have to swap this around. Try it again. There, Val goes here, Sparkles then goes here. Should do the work. Fu, you've got a pistol, not that your shot's any good. We'll place you just back for the time being. Melee, machine gun, we'll place you on center, just so you got the best range possible down this avenue. Okay. Scyther's still coming. This Scyther is deciding to come to the wall, which I am not going to do anything too much about. I lie. I could do something about. If we built one marble block just to there, that would do the trick for us. Sparkles. Yeah, you're doing that straight away. Awesome, I don't even have to force you. Exactly what I want to see. Now we have another melee person, so we'll place them on the outside edges. Same with you, Crocodile. Same with you, Stephen. And who else are we forgetting? I think that's everyone we need to consider. Trado is missing a weapon, so you're little use to us right now. So let's see. What is your characteristics like? Melee and absolutely nothing for shooting. Well, that's a little bit hopeless. You know, one of these days I want to see if we can get something like a what are we calling it? It would be an archery dartboard, an archer thing. You know the thing I'm talking about. The thing which has no name, or food designates has no name. There we go. Okay, I'm actually just scanning to see if we can find another minigun, because we used to have 3 around the place, but it seems like people have dropped. Oh wait, you got 0 skill. Well, never mind. What am I doing? That would be a bad idea. You equip the Jade Shiv, and that should do quite fine. Let's see how this all turns out. And yep, you're already coming down. A little fast. Taya, I'll get you up along the top edge here. And Val, okay, Val's still coming, so Fu gets to go on front lines. Yes, that looks fine. That should work. And no, this side is actually already through, so we're going to change the order now. So you were going to get you to watch for targets. Crocodile, you're going to come along the right edge. It depends. I need to check. What does the Scyther have? The Scyther has a charged lance. They carry at least one primary range weapon, and the bodies are adorned with 2 articulated blades, which makes them deadly in melee combat. They don't use cover. Oh, this doesn't look great. Pardon me, now wishes I replaced the wooden wall. Well, they can't handle a ton of people attacking them at once, so maybe we get all our melee people over there and see how this turns out, because we should be able to deal with this Scyther relatively fine, as long as it touches a couple of these traps. Okay, so everyone's moving, everyone's being set up, and yep, oh, Val, you've actually changed your target. That's interesting. Probably change it to the closest Scyther. That's no problem. They're both still coming, and we don't have to worry too much about them now. Oh, we have to worry about them, but not. We don't have to panic. It's not panic station. It's not code red or code black if you're a nurse. Yeah. Okay. So those centipedes are fine. So we just got to continue focusing on these Scythers. So let's see how this turns out. And Val, you are an awfully slow mover. You know that. And you haven't got a shot on you, so that doesn't explain anything. And oh, with that said, we don't even have to worry about these guys. Maybe I was being a bit pedantic after all. And yet, now you're changing your target back to these 2 Scythers. Hello? Critical alert. Colonists to rescue. What happened to you? You took a direct charge lance to the right leg, which did a total of 26 damage. Damn. That's one badass charge lance. Okay, well, the simple thing for me would be unrecruit a doctor to make sure that Fu gets tended. So, Crocodile, you get to not haul hops, but actually rescue Fu, first of all. Not forgetting to unforbid the pistol. And hopefully we can get it. It seems like it's just deciding to stay just out of range, which is a shame. Oh, okay, that's actually no fair. You shot through the wall there. Taya was was completely behind a wall there. And I think our audience can attest to that. Let's see, that's a gunshot lance. 4 out of 30 did the same amount of damage. 26 to the left leg. That seems awfully similar to what, well, Fu has had happened to them. So, with that, I'm actually going to pull you both, just over to the right. just so you stay safe. Hoping we can just encourage the Scyther to come down a little closer, you know. Come say hi to our expert team of meleeers and shooters. And let's see. Crocodile, you've nearly done the job. Awesome. So who's another doctor? Well, Trado it is. Who's actually watching for targets. I never actually pulled him up. Whoops. We'll get you to rescue Taya and pull him in. Okay, major break risks. Yep, we know about that. Food's no longer capable of walking. Even better to hear. But these Scythers are still... Scyther is just not coming any closer. Which annoys me. Ah, there we go. That's what I want to see. They're actually walking a lot faster. You Trader may not be able to get to... get there in time. Okay, so the Scyther just went through 3 traps and triggered all of them. I believe... Did you trigger the 4th trap? Yes, so it actually triggered 4 traps and it's still up. It still hasn't taken a lot of damage, but that said, its right sensor and right hearing sensor has been... Both of them have been shattered, which affects both the sight and hearing, naturally. Which is down to drop to 50 and 50, so I'm assuming you can't spot or hear us very well now. That's what I'd like, whether or not it's the case, I don't know. Okay, so you're still running, and I'm hoping you're going to be encouraged to come a little bit closer. Or you're going to shoot people. No, we can't have that. Maybe we can get some of these shields to soak up one of the bullets. I didn't see where the bullet went, but I'm hoping we soaked it up. Orange, wait, no. Melee people, do not go in to attack Scythers. Hide behind defense once more. Hopefully a trap or 2 will do the job. Yep, that's what I want to see. And yeah, time for melee. Can't have this attacking us. Well, I didn't want it attacking us front on, but I think because of how I've dealt with the problem, it's how we're going to deal with it. Oh, never mind. See if I only had to hit it once. So how much did that? How much damage did the what are you using? A longsword? Or using something else? Using a gladius. Gladius did, let's see, 10 damage. That's all it took. Okay, that's kind of embarrassing. And Sparkles. Oh, I didn't even bring Sparkles over here. That's not great. A little bit distracted, but no. Let's get you to continue working the wall, because this is now completely open. No, actually, we have time to patch it up before these 2 centipedes get here. You're still attacking a wooden door. I don't know which wooden door you're interested in, but I don't suspect you'll be able to get to it. So let's build a copy in this one, then obviously cancel. Whoops, cancel the job, and excuse me, much better. So Sparkles, sorry, I'm just going to make sure you're doing it again. That wall doesn't exist. That's also outside the zone. I'm not going to change our restrictions for the home zone, for our colonists to the home zone. It's still going to stay on area 1, but what I'll do is just add area 1 to just that one little block, so Sparkles can obviously get it done, like so. Okay, and I can unrecruit you guys. You go and have food, relax, and just wait until, well, these 2 centipedes get here. Not looking forward to it, but we do what we can. Hey, actually, maybe we can get you guys to reset the traps. That would be excellent. Oops. That trap and bat, can you get maybe that trap? I think I missed one. Okay, we'll just see what happens. But yeah, guys, get it done. That's what we need to get done. Yeah, I'm kind of repeating myself right now. That's annoying. Apologies there. And Sparkles, I did just tell you to repair the wall, didn't I? So what were you doing just then? What are we going to do? And no, you have to also construct it. We can't just let you not construct it. There we go. So we're technically safe now. We've still got these 2 centipedes to deal with, but I think we're going to have to leave it here for this episode. Fortunately, we didn't get as much building done as we could have, because these 2 centipedes are because of the raids by mechanoids and also the bug hive, but we are dealing with them without too much of an issue. Now, it is unfortunate, of course, that one of our dogs died. I'm about to say Hercules, but that wasn't his name. That's how much I cared about the dog. I feel really bad about that now. But as I said, I'm going to leave it here. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have anything to say, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I always like to check and see what you guys have written. But as I've said in the past, and will say in the future, I'll see you around sometime.